Now Breeze on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a Louisiana native, a star nearby LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. David Onyemata in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're going deep for Hill, and it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Onyemata able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 9-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Breeze. Forced out to his left. He's going to have the first down past the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Play action. Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. But Drew Brees into his 40s now. Doesn't have the strong arm that he once did, but don't tell this defense that right now. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run. This is Kamara. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Breeze now. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Breeze going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier. The stop by Marcus Davenport. A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal. At the
line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Well, let's see where they turn on third and goal from the 5. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
1 yard line.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
So 3rd and 6.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 71 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
At the 23-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Come like a bat in the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Now feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
For the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 18.
And he'll throw right away.
And now, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
With Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Chiefs nothing. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10. Come on, let's go. 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. P.J. Williams on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs nothing.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting in the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, this is Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Thomas Morstead.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, it certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Now Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Running with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? interception, how much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, it's Bell. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 27. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Again, it's Williams. Down to the 25. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Trey Hendrickson, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Breeze. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Chiefs 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Breeze is looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze. And he's got it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Garoppolo.
A gain of 6 there on first.
To Brandon Ayuk. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Out to his left. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
possession. Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Loss of a yard on the play. Third down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And all the way down to the 37. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 44 yards.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Kamara with a carry on 1st down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Breeze. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Saints 14, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out right. At the 35.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. Do it! A gain of 18 on the play. And
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Garoppolo now. First down throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Kamara. Finds an opening past the 40. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Toss play, Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Runners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Second down, here's Garoppolo. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, now Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Oh, none of that. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert. And this time he is in. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Saints 17, 49ers 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Two veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down. Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Open man is Michael Thomas. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And he's taken down here by the Saints. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it'll be third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, San Francisco.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us.